This peak, it has a really low number of people who summit because you can go too fast, and that's the biggest danger up here, and people have died up here. So it's absolutely something that I'm taking really seriously.
Kilimanjaro is really a wonderful mountain. It's the highest peak in Africa. It's amazing, really. It's like a living organism.
Look at that. That is my office, that is everything, you see? Yeah, majestic.
Ever since I was a kid, I've always sought out adventures, and I've built my career around that, of getting to travel the world, and the bicycle's been a really great vehicle for me to experience different cultures, and I've never been to this part of the world. So Patrick, friend of mine, he asked me if I wanted to come try to hike up and bike down Mount Kilimanjaro in Africa, and for me, the question really was, why not? And I think a lot of adventures that I've had in my life are because I said yes instead of no. I'm glad I said yes.
It's a pretty unique project, so I want a pretty unique partner for it. What's going to be really interesting is we'll bring the bike all the way up and then be able to ride it all the way down.
I don't know, though, that last part carrying my bike.
We got to carry it all the way up there.
I think tomorrow's going to be gnarly.
What are you worried about? Which is the
Just the weight. I mean, putting a bike on your back and, I mean, being above 15,000 feet and be the highest I've gone. I've never been to 19. This expedition for sure is for a number of reasons going to be one of the most challenging things I've done. And you are really remote. If something happens, we don't have a piece of equipment we need, then it's either turn around and go home or figure it out.
This is the second casing tear.
That's the one downfall to us having some different equipment is we don't have the same spare stuff.
Rebecca and I were really committed to having everything we needed with us. So, as you can see, we're carrying a lot of gear all on our back.
Okay, let's try it.
All right.
You're gonna have to ride super chill.
I'm just, yeah.
I know you want to rip,
total-
but you can't
no,
rip
totally
right
rolling,
now.
Yeah. Riding like my grandma. Jumbo jumbo!
The
Well
rest
done, man.
The rest not so good.
Well done.
What to put on the bike has been probably one of the biggest challenges because we can't really study the trail. Not too many people have ridden this before. Ultimately, it was a mix between light enough to carry up, but substantial enough for pretty technical riding down. And so we're trying to balance, you know, the best bike for both worlds. 17 kilos. So what's that?
17 is 34,
37
and a half, 38 pounds.
All right.
This is kind of special thing, riding the bicycle all the way to the summit, carrying like 17 kilos. You know, I was telling Rebecca last night, like, you know, carrying the jacket itself, it's heavy, everything while you are summiting. But she was able to carry 17 kilograms. She's the toughest, I can say.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I got at least
Two fingers.
these working
The key
fingers.
ones.
That's the important
needs a
part.
pinky?
Yeah, exactly.
It's for drinking tea.
She's the Iron Lady.
There's stickers from everywhere. Should have brought some World Bicycle Relief stickers. I've worked with World Bicycle Relief for a number of years, and it's an organization that provides bikes for people in Africa, and it helps healthcare workers, students. It just makes life easier for people here. And so I've been invited a couple times by them. The villages that we went to visit, they were new villages. They hadn't had the bicycles for very long, but you could already see the immediate change in their confidence and their faces and the stories that they told about how the bike has changed their life. It was really powerful to witness that firsthand. That really gave me an appreciation of how important something as simple as two wheels can be. The bike has taken me all around the world on two wheels, and it's provided me a ton of opportunity in a totally different way than somebody who is getting to school or getting to work. But it really is a common vehicle between all of us. One of my biggest concerns about this trip was how to actually carry the bike up on summit day. So we had to rig a carrying system. It's dark, it's freezing cold, and shoulder my pack, and my cassette on my bike falls right off onto the ground. That sort of put me on edge a little bit of just like, oh man, is this a big mistake? Is the whole bike gonna essentially fall off while I'm climbing up? Yeah, it's good it happened here. Okay. Let's go up. Everybody was quiet. You know, the darkness sort of kind of puts a little blanket over everything, and I just fell in right behind Respicious, and we didn't say a lot. When the sun came out, that was the first time I felt like we were gonna make it.
We're at 17, almost 18,000 feet. And we have about 13-ish more to go to get to the summit. What now, Respicious?
Put our bikes together here.
For me, the sign of a good adventure is when I'm kind of nervous about it, I'm excited about it, I don't really know what's gonna happen, then I know I've chosen well. It's kind of why I go do these things that may seem really extreme or may seem overly intense to the average person. But for me, what happens along that journey of doing some really long bike ride is that I'm changing as a person. The bike, it is opportunity for me. It's been a career, it's been a way to travel and see the world, but ultimately it's opportunity for me to be better than I was before the bike.
It was a cool adventure for us, but for me it was even more important for World Bicycle Relief. And we're kind of showing absolutely the power of the bicycle and what the bicycle can do.